Welcome to Thursday night live Q&A for the Series 63 exam, the Series 65 exam, and the Series 66 exam. If you like my shit, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this shit. Okay? Maybe I'll offend you. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Let's see where we go. And again, Thursday nights, this is for the Series 65, the Series 66, and it is for the 63 also. All these exams under NASAA, that's where we are. While we're waiting for people to jump on, for all one of you that watch me, let's talk about this for a second. Jeff will not be here. He'll be back next week, back to regularly scheduled times. Okay. I also have a special guest coming on the 28th of July, and we'll go from there. Now, moving along, it's more for getting in the business person than it is for just test stuff. So I'll explain more as we get a little farther along. So again, if you need some help with tutoring and you need a tutor, we have my website. You can go to series7exam.org or Kappa Advantage Tutoring, or for you guys, series66exam.com, and that will get you great to thing you can book with us and stuff like that. Now, the second thing is if you don't like my style and you want to go somewhere else, you can go with Michael Weiss, who is fantastic, because he has a CFA, he does his stuff, he's about half the cost of me. I have a couple of tutors that are about the same price as him, but he has really good stuff. He's a CFA, he knows his stuff. Okay. Now, if you need help, if you need more resources, okay? If you need more resources and you're running out of stuff, if you want to add a supplement or you want to add anything else, okay? Any of these things, if you want to add them, okay? You can go to the links in the front of my bio, and there's a thing called, I think you can click right in my YouTube channel, and you can see it. There's resources. There's a link for the Securities Institute of America. There's a link for STC, and there's a link for Achievable. Achievable, all of them I get some sort of discount for it. Yes, I do get paid for that a little bit, but again, if you see them and you want to do it on your own, if you want to literally go to Achievable or Securities Institute of America or anywhere on your own and do it without giving me money, I'm totally okay with it. I don't live on that shit. I don't need affiliate links. I don't give a shit where you go. Okay, couple quick things. I think that works. If you want a study group, okay? Now, if you want study groups, look at the thing on the bottom. FINRA and NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. It's a private group, so it doesn't grow super fast because I block out about 80 people a week, not because I don't like them. It's because they don't answer the questions. You got to answer questions because I know they're not a fucking spammer, okay? That's it. I'm trying to protect you guys a little bit. I know you guys are adults and you need to be protected, but I do want to make sure that I'm not putting bad people into the group. I don't need to protect you adults, but a lot of people fall for scammers, and my job is to try to keep you from doing that, or at least not put you in a situation where I'm just letting anyone join in. Like if you're just a regular open study group, anyone can join. I mean, think about it. If my group's getting 70 a week or 70 every 2 weeks of spammers trying to just steal your shit, and I block it, imagine one that has unlimited access to it. They're fucking blowing through it. And people love to go after finance people. They really do. Anything to do with money, they try to go after. Okay, now, Matt will get you. Okay. Boom, baby. Ariel, I wish I had a little frozen shit for you, but I don't. That is awesome. Outstanding, baby.
I said a hip hop, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat. Now,
that's outstanding. I love it. Okay, love it. And so here's what I ask everyone. I don't care what's on it. Were there any surprises? Okay, were there any surprises? And if you guys look, Polymark is scrolling across the bottom. I kind of like that. It looks fun. Okay. Boom. Okay. Okay, is there any overlap from the SIE to the 66? Okay, so Matt, there is, okay? There's definitely some, and guys, if you have questions, drop them in early, because either we go, if I don't have a lot of questions, I end it and I go hang out with my grandkids. Okay, now, okay, anyway, so is there overlap from the SI and the 66? Yes, there is. Not a shitload, but there's definitely enough, okay? Now, SIE, okay. No, Matt, they're on Facebook, just right here, right across the bottom. Look across the bottom of everything. It says FINRA NASAA Exam Test Prep Network. Go on Facebook and just answer the question. Now, boom, let's keep back on this. SIE, yes, there's an investment vehicles section that could be overlap from the SE. Like and same for the 65. Okay. So the business and economics sections, I have a video, an SIE video in economics, which is perfect for the 65 and 66. If you have if the investment vehicles, the SIE leads you, it's probably better to reread the series 7 stuff or watch my videos on the 7. But it is a lot of overlap. They're going to talk about options. They're going to talk about very little. They're about mutual funds and annuities. They're going to talk about bonds a lot. 6 to 7 questions on bonds. You're going to get like between the bond triangle or the seesaw, whatever you want to do. All these things. Okay. Now, yep, Michael, I absolutely can. Now, moving on from that, that's a lot of the overlap. But again, it's a deeper dive. So don't rely just on the SIE stuff. You gotta kind of understand it a little bit. So you're better off doing the series 7 stuff, learning a little deeper. Because as I say, the SIE and the 7 are straight. The 65 is a little off kilter, comes in there, a little more cerebral, got to think a little bit more. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Graham, that's right. So here's the deal, Graham. I'm afraid you might have been memorizing, stuff like that. So here's the thing. So if you got an 81 on the brutal, that means you pretty much know a lot of the stuff. Remember, the brutal exams aren't weighted. They're just questions to give you the vibe of the test, like what the wording is looking like, stuff like that. Okay, now, I would reread that stuff. I would reread it. You got to go through that, the breakdown. But here's the thing. If you take it on the 24th, I would spend a week just rereading the book. I mean, read the whole book. I know it might be Kaplan, it might be pain in the ass or whatever it is, but I would absolutely try to read as much as it was. Spend the next week just reading. I mean, you're taking on the 24th. That's 22 days. Spend the next 5 days getting through the whole book. That's your best bet, Graham. Try to do that. Join the study groups. The other thing is, remember, guys, I have these membership groups. And again, I don't give a shit if you do them or not. It doesn't make my life. If you join them, we meet every Monday and Thursday for the 65, 66. We meet at 6 p.m. on Mondays and right before this on Thursdays. So like the group, even though Jennifer came out, a lot of the group stays in there and they do questions together. Okay. So that's a real good group, and it's at between 34 and 49 a month, where it's out to be $8 a class. Sometimes that could be the difference. Just joining that. And again, here's the big thing. They all become friends. They start doing their own study groups. It creates a group of like-minded people, which is the goal, right? Okay. Now, I think that works. Now, taking it in July 24th, you got time. I would reread the book and then start doing chapter quizzes. Don't worry about your scores yet. You should start worrying about your scores on the 10th. So come the 10th or 11th, then you got to start thinking, oh, I need my scores to move up and up. Don't worry about that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Girl, were you in the class tonight? You got to make sure you're in it. Okay. But go back and read. You weren't in there tonight, were you? You might have been in there then. Okay. Okay. Butterfly kisses. Okay. Yes. Listen, I know this. Whenever you switch vendors, you get your ass kicked. I think especially from STC to Kaplan, because I think Kaplan, they word it. I'm not going to say convoluted, but they're kind of cruel in the way they word stuff. Okay. So I would mostly focus on just do small quizzes. Since you read STC, okay. And again, this is for any exam. So, and again, you're 3 weeks away. You're fine. I would spend the next few days just doing chapter or unit quizzes. So if any test, if you switch from STC to Kaplan or back and forth, you should spend the first 2 or 3 days doing unit quizzes to get used to the wording, then start doing finals. Try that first, butterfly, and we'll go from there. Okay. When would I get a tutor? Milos money. What beans? Okay, now, spill the beans. I would never spill beans. I like to eat. Okay, now, I would say you get a tutor when shit's not clicking. Okay, so if you're reading it over and over again and you're like, I'm not getting it, or you're like stuck and you've read the book, you've watched the videos, you join the study groups and your scores aren't popping, then you get a tutor. Some people, I prefer tutors early, not early in if you're not done with the book, I'm not a fan of meeting a tutor. I have so many students that come to me. Usually I figure the first time I meet someone, I'm probably pushing them off. No cost. I schedule it. Because they're not ready. They haven't done what they need to do. I tell them to go read the book, finish the book, watch my videos, do a couple chapter quizzes, because I'm not about stealing the money. I know that I'm expensive, so I want to make sure that they get every penny they can out of it. I've pushed so many students back. It's crazy. Okay. Now, keeping moving. I would start meeting a tutor when you're about 2 to 3 weeks out, once a week, maybe once every other week. Maybe you just need to do a last minute blitz. Do not book a tutor the night before the test. Now, if you've already been meeting him, fine, or her. But if you just say, oh, I'm just going to do a last minute blitz the night before, it's too fucking late. Like if you're taking the test Friday and you go, Ken, can we meet tonight? I mean, I'll say yes, I'll take your fucking money, but there's only so much I can do in an hour the day before the test. I can go through questions and make sure you feel good. And I've done that. I've had one lady who literally, I would talk to her back and forth, and she would book like a 3-hour session the night before each test. And she passed the SIE, the 7, and the 66 the same way. Very stressful on me because I'm like, what am I doing? But it worked. And she just kept it going. Okay. So we got it. If you're going to join the group, you join through this thing right down here, and we go from there. Let's see if I can slow it down. Okay. Oh, well, let me update. Okay, now let's get into this. Okay. Here we go. And Michael Thomas, stay on there. I'm going to get you in like 2 minutes. Hey, I'm only 6 minutes behind. Okay. Oh, hold on. Hugging. Graham, I'll be right there. Hugging, baby. Hugging. Shh. I love that. Awesome. Outstanding. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. What am I going to do for you? Where am I going to send you, baby? Where am I going to send you? Since I like it.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas.
Boom, baby. Love it. I may start doing music on I may start playing it on Spotify just so I can do my thing, baby. Okay. Now, that's outstanding. So here's what I ask everyone. Yes, I'm glad my brutal exams helped you a ton. My brutal exams will help you a ton. I'm telling you right now. Any surprise? So Hoggins, any surprises? Any surprises at all? That's what I want to know. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Jolene, we can try to. I think we're meeting next week. Okay, now back to you. Okay, so the 65 was 140 questions, but it's only an extra 30. And it's here's the thing. So you think about this. I would say get this. Here's what you should do. While you're waiting, get the 63. This way you're not doing it. It's still under the same shit, and you get a win under your belt grab. So just get the 63. This reason I say that. Spend a week studying for the 63, bang that up. Then go take the 2066 on the 24th. That's fine. I mean, you could probably take the 63 on Friday, okay? Not this Friday, next Friday. And you're not like studying different stuff. It's still regs. And that take the 66 on the 24th. If you miss, you can take the 65 the next day and be done. You don't have 2 tests too early. And remember, studying for the 63 is studying for the 66. Okay. Try not to die here. Okay. So I think we're good with that. Look, you can go over the 66. I'm fine with it. But think about doing the 63 like next weweek, because it's not like it's hammering the reg stuff. Okay. I can do QDRO, QDA. I don't know what is that? Qualified content? Is that a qualified? What the fuck's a QCD? Oh, it's that. I know what it is. Charitable deduction, right? Okay. Yes. The qualified. That's right. I always forget what the fucking QCD. Okay. Stay there. Okay. Where did you go, baby? There we go. Okay. I thought I closed you guys out. Okay. So let's talk about QDRO first. Okay. Let's say I'm married. Okay. I am married. And let's say my wife finds me with a hooker. No, I'm kidding. Whatever. And she divorces me. Okay. Nothing wrong with sex work. I'm just throwing out. She wouldn't be happy. Okay. Now, She divorces me, and I have all this money in my 401k. I have $3.7 million in my 401k. Okay. I have it in there, but now we're divorced. And I go, whoa, that's my fucking money. You can't touch that. I put that in there, blah, blah, blah. And she goes to court, the divorce court, and they go, no, Ken, you can't do that shit. So she's allowed to half of it. The QDRO is a piece of paper, qualified domestic relations order. Okay. It allows her to go to my retirement plan and say, hey, I'm entitled to 1.25 or 1.65, whatever it is, of that money. And she can leave it and she can take it out. She can roll it over. Now, it's interesting. She can, and I didn't know this until I talked to one of my students. Okay. I learned when I teach, when I teach the group lessons on the Thursdays at 7 and Mondays, I learn stuff because they all work. A lot of them are in their 30s and 40s and they're working. So I learn stuff, right? One of them told me when you take the money out, you have 60 days to get it into a new plan or you pay taxes on it. Here's the mind blow part. If she doesn't and just puts it in her own bank account, she's paid taxes, no penalty. Did not know that. I thought you'd have to pay a penalty. So if you get divorced and you pull money out of a QDRO, a wife or husband, could be the husband, and you don't put it in, you pay taxes, but no penalty. Okay. I can even double check. But she told me that, and I did double check. Double checking, baby. Okay. Yep. You pay taxes, no penalty. I love it. And if she rolls it in within 60 days, no penalty. Okay. And no taxes. But if she doesn't roll it in within the 60 days, then she has to pay taxes. But again, no penalty. Great. Okay. QDIA. Okay. So the QDIA is, let's say, there's a story I heard, right? So, about 3-4, maybe around 2020, there was a TikTok going around that a girl goes, if you ever want to, and she was a young, so I can call her that, I guess, right? She goes, if you ever want to feel better about yourself, know that I've been contributing to my IRA for the past 5 years, maxing it out, $7,000 a year, whatever it is, but never invested it. So literally, she'd been 5 years, it's $35,000 in the account, it may be $35,100. She never invested it. That worked out because she said that right at the beginning of COVID, so she probably got in and made some money. But the point is, she spent 5 years putting money and made no gains. So what happens is that happens. What used to happen with 401ks. People would set it up and have it take money out of their account, and then 5-10 years later, where's the growth? You never fucking invested it. So QDIA is a qualified defined investment action or something like that. So it will automatically invest at some based on some parameters, which you don't have to know. Okay. So again, a QDIA is for like a 401k where it automatically invests under certain parameters. So this way the money's not sitting there doing nothing. The other part of a QDIA is if you have a target-based fund, it'll automatically adjust your investments based on your age. So a target-based fund, say you're 30 years old, you have a target-based retirement, that's a 40-year time horizon, very heavy equities. Then maybe every year, every 5 years, it'll adjust, be a little less equities, more bonds. That's also a QDIA. So a QDIA is where either you have a 401k and it's uninvested, they invest for you, or you have a target-based fund, it invests for you. Now, a QCD, and I'll look up the limits. A QCD, okay, is a qualified charitable distribution. Basically, you can take your money out of a IRA and put it into qualified charity without showing it up on your income. But you have to be at least 70.5 to do it. So again, it goes right from the IRA to the charity. Now remember, if the client takes the money first, okay? So if the client takes the money first and then puts it in the charity, that doesn't count. So it's literally, I'm 70.5. I take the distribution out of my IRA, put it right into a charity. I get the deduction for it, right? But as long as I put it right into the charity directly, remember, I don't get it. I'm not taking out, put in charity. If I do, then it's not. But if I direct the IRA to go directly to the charity, I can take it out and I don't have to pay taxes on that. But I get a deduction. But I have to be at least 70.5. Boom. Okay. Good. Okay. You can lower your AGI, you can lower your income, stuff like that, and you can satisfy your RMD for that. So remember, RMD, you have to take money out when you're 73, right? So if you take your money out that you're supposed to, because you don't want to take it out yet, and you put it into a charity directly from the IRA, or like, let's see, is there other kind of things? Not 401k. It is from IRA, SEP, Simple, or Inherited IRA. Well, it's in a traditional SEP. If not active or an inherited IRA, you can send it to a charity. A Simple that's active or 401k that's active, you cannot do it. But an inactive one, you can. You put it in there. It satisfies your RMD for that year, and you don't have to pay taxes on it. Okay. I think the flashcards are pretty good. Oh, by the way, Michael, I hope if it helped, let me know. If it helped, shoot me a fucking share and the like, baby. Okay. Now, let's see. How good are they? I think they're good. I'm not a flashcard guy. I'm a read it, watch video, move on guy. That's what I do. So, but flashcards are solid, especially for the 65, 66, because if you put the definitions in there. But remember, here's the thing about flashcards. Maybe rewrite them, because the magic of flashcards is writing the flashcards. Reading the flashcards is okay. Writing them is the fucking key. Okay. 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 Guns, coffee. Okay. Okay. Oh, Graham, God, he had to work till 7. Eesh. Okay. Well, Graham, email me. I'll send you the Chris, I know I don't have the big. I know. Oh, you saw that I changed it, right? Yeah, Chris, I definitely changed it to a better one. I just had to update it. Okay. Yeah, it was just sitting there on read the book, and it was a pain in the ass. Oh, I do that for my class. When I'm at class, I just put up read the book, because I'm not trying to promote myself. Oh, what's that? Oh, look at that. Look at that little the $100,000 subscriber. You only get it for subscribing. Okay. You don't get it for views. Good stuff. Okay. I just started studying for the 66. I have a hard time understanding present. Okay. Okay. It's so fucking easy. Okay. Samuel Daddy, before I do this math, you got to tell me you're still here. So I'm not going to do this if you haven't done. So I want to know that you're still here, Sam. Boom. Okay. Tell me you're here, and then I'll do it. Okay. Because it's easy, but I'm not going to do it without having you here. I want you to benefit from all the gold I'm dropping. Okay. 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 So the tax stuff. Okay. Let's talk about that. And then Jolene, because I know you're here, Jolene. And then I'll make sure that we go over this. So understand. So here's the big thing on a trust. If you do an irrevocable trust, then the trust pays the taxes. Okay. If you do a revocable trust, you might pay that. I mean, it may be the trust, but it's most likely going to be you. It's part of your estate. Okay. So if it's irrevocable trust, the trust pays the taxes like a corporation. They pay taxes, they distribute it, then you pay taxes. Okay. Now, if it's revocable, then the grantor pays the taxes. It's part of their estate. Okay. Now, if you put money in a trust, it can reduce your taxes a little bit, but it's not eliminating, and it's really more about keeping your shit private and controlling where the money goes. That's what the trust is doing. It controls where the money goes. It doesn't save a lot on taxes. Might even cost you more sometimes. But it does control where you send it. Because remember, if you die with a will, that's public knowledge. Okay. That's the thing. Dying with a will, that's public knowledge. Still here, Samuel. I love it. Okay, good. I love it. So now, on an estate, if you die, it's taxable. Remember, technically, the first bunch of money you get from someone dying is tax-free. The first 15 million is tax-free. Now let's talk about that for a second. So Jolene, I can give you a $19,000 gift every year. If I give more than that, I might have to pay taxes on that. I can give you and the whole group here 19 grand every fucking year and it's not taxable to me. Now if I give more than that, I might have to pay taxes on it. Okay? Might. If I do so, what I can do is use my lifetime gift exclusion or whatever you want, estate exclusion, that up to 15 million. So I can give 15 million away over my lifetime outside of the 19 grand per year. So I can literally dump if I start now, I can dump all my money. The money I have, I couldn't even give the 19 grand. But the point was, I can give 19 grand AA, and then anything extra I put toward my annual. So they're separate tracks, okay? The 19 grand a year to as many people I want, tax-free to me, tax-free to you, and you can do as many as you want. That's one track. The other track is if you give more, you go, you count towards your 15 million. And then if you're married, it's 30 million, right? So that's the first 15 million of estate is not taxable. It's not super hard. It's not much harder than that. And it is progressive, which means the more you make, the more they take. Okay. Back to Sam, baby. Okay. By the way, yes, Chris, I agree. I love having that back up there. I have the other one I may put up. I remember I put this up there and then somebody else did the one. I got the big one. Somebody else did the other one. I just love that people like watching me. Okay. Now, let's get back to this. I feel like I'm inspiring greatness. Okay. Here we go. Greatness. Here we go. Here's my 190 whiteboard. So this is super easy, Sam. And then after we're done, find the time value of money. It is so fucking easy because the problem is the books tell you to do like cubes. So I'm going to handle this. Guys, talk amongst yourselves while I write this shit down. So let's say, Ed Norton, let's say I have a 7% return and it's over 3 years. That's going to be my standard, okay? Of course, if I could spell, then I love the fact that I'm writing it to English. You can't see how bad I spell. Let me try to write it so people can read it. So I have a 7% return. It's 3 years. And I have future value and I have present value. Okay. So let's say, I'm going to put it up now. Here we go. So let's say, where are you? Okay. Say I have a future value of 1,000. And I think I can earn 7% over 3 years. The question is, how much do I have to invest now to get to that number? Or what should this thing cost me now? What's the fair market value? What's the expected price? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. So it's a 7% return. We're going to do 1,000 divided by 1.07 because you're trying to find out what this is 7% above. Okay, so Sam, let's do it together. Get your calc out. Do 1,000 divided by 1.07. I have to do this. Okay, now 1,000 divided by 1.07 is 934. That's 1. So now we did it one time, 934. Do it again, Sam. Play it again, Sam. Divided by 1.07. Boom. That gives me 873. That's my next number. Boom. Third year, baby. Divided again by 873. See how easy this shit is? 1.07. 816. So that's my third number. So my present value is 816. Fucking easy, right? So that's where it should be trading. That's the present value. So if I earn 7%, if I have to deposit $816 now to get to 1,000 in 3 years, that's where it should be trading. That's the expected price. However, what happens if you go in there and you see, oh my God, I could buy it for 800. So I'm supposed to be pay 816, but I can pay 800. Is that good or bad? Why, yes, Sam, that's amazing because you're buying something for 800 that's actually worth 816. So that's called a positive NPV. So it's worth investing. So remember something. The rate of return where these equal is called IRR, internal rate of return, where you have a net present value of 0, where they're equal. Not the same number, but equal. If you buy it less than that, that's a positive NPV, and it's worth investing, and you'll do more than the IRR. However, what if you go in there and the thing's 900? That's too fucking expensive. So that's a negative NPV, and you should not do it. It doesn't mean you won't make money. It just means you'll make less than you could have doing something else, because this is where it should be trading. So your required rate is, say, 7%. If you earn that, that's the same as the IRR. If you do buy it for less, you're earning more. That's the future value to present value one. And what we just did, my friend, is called discounted cash flow, baby. Now, we're not done. We got more to do. Yes, there's more. Wait, there's more. Okay, so now, let's say, we'll try it the other way. That's called DCF, baby. You can now do it. That's a simplified version, but it works for the test. Now, let's say I invest $850. $850, okay? I invest $850 at 7% for 3 years. What will that be? What is my future value? What will that turn into? Same thing. I'm not going to write it out, but I'm going to do the math. We're going to multiply 850 times 1.07, okay? Okay. So we're going to do 850 times 1.07 times 1.07 times 1.07. Oh, I fucked it up. 850 times, I went too fast, 1.07. Do it with me, Sam. 850 times 1.07 is 909 times 1.07 is 973 times 1.07 is 1,041. So if I do it 3 times, I get 1,041. So that's my future value. 850 times 1.07 3 times is 1,041. So that's the future value. That's the present value. That's pretty easy. Okay? Not too shabby, people. That's easy shit. Okay. Hope that helps. Sam, let me know if that helped you at all. It's so fucking easy. That's why I tell everyone everything is easy. Okay? Now. Okay, here's what you need to do first. Guns Coffee. What you need to know is find my videos. I have a Series 24 playlist. And it's pretty much just the investment banking and trading markets. The other shit you can just fucking read. Okay? Hold on. I could do it eventually, but I'm not. I probably will never do it. Okay. Yeah, there's only 8 videos in here. And the 2 of them, I have a quick and dirty. All right, well, I'm going to finish because I have a couple more quick and dirties to do. Okay, here we go. So Guns Coffee, do that one. Okay. Okay. Jeff, don't leave, baby. Don't leave. Okay. I know I'm about 7 minutes behind. So Guns Coffee, watch those videos. The 2, I have an investment banking one, an offerings video, and I have the trading markets one. Watch those and then come back next Tuesday and let me know because that's going to be the biggest deal. That's what you need to know. Because remember, it's not too deep. I promise you that. Okay. Okay. You know what? Metate, I think that's my taint. I think that is a good timeline. I really do. I think that's a really good timeline. If you take 25 to 35 days to study for that, the 7 you could probably do still in a month. Don't have to go crazy. And then you can do another 30 days. It kind of works. Okay. Good stuff. Who's texting me in the middle of my thing? Okay. Okay. Hope that helps me, Tate. Okay, here we go. Brendan, I think you're in great shape. If you're getting 80 in the test geek, did you do my brutal exams? Do my brutal exams and then let me know. And then come back on Tuesday. Just tell me, even though it's not NASA night, come back on Tuesday and let me know. Or join the study group if you want. But you're in good shape. If you're getting 80 in his stuff is his test is pretty fucking solid. Do my 2 brutal exams, tell me how it is, and we'll go from there. Okay, so you're right. I mean, that's low, but we gotta bump that up. If you want to join, just go to Series 6, even though if you're not taking that exam, go to capadvantagetutoring.com or go to series66exam.com and you can go from there. You go there and then you just go on. You can book with me or whenever it is. We'll get there, but you need to read the book first, okay? Your best bet right now is focus on rereading. And then we can start meeting, going over stuff. Because I'm a big fan of value. Like if I start right from you when you fail, it's kind of a waste of your money. I mean, I'm helpful, but you're spending more than you need to. Focus on reading, watching videos, and then we start meeting and we blitz. Okay, here we go. Boom, I love it. Sometimes the mnemonics, you can't study the mnemonics, but if you're right there, that gives you the cushion, right? So having the mnemonics of Dato 15, shit like that, the one I created, all those little ones are just super great to do. Okay. Dato 15, what's another one? Then FUM, face amount certificate, junior investor trust management company, stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, there's always taxes on this shit. Okay, good. Michael, I'm glad it helped. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. Jeff, you're up next. Yeah. Here's the thing. This is what I told Jennifer. This is what I told Sparkle and everyone else. And she never used her dumb sheet. It's not a dumb sheet thing, okay? That's the thing. That's the whole big thing. The 65 and 66 isn't really a dumb sheet thing. What you can do is go over and take a look at You can go over and take a look at Achievable. They have some dumb sheet there and stuff, but still, I'm not a fan of doing dumb sheets. Okay, I'm not. I just don't. It's just not my thing. Okay. I'm trying to send something to somebody. Boom. No. I don't want to do that. You ever sit there and try to do something quick and then it just, my wife says that all the time and you do it wrong. Okay, hold on. Yeah, she's used to me. Okay, now, note, I'm not a fan of dump sheet other than the options box and the bond triangle or seesaw. Other than that, you got to play it by ear, but I don't really, the 65, 66 isn't really a dump sheet kind of thing. The 7 and the SI, yes. 65, 66, you don't know what they're going to ask, but I would always put the bond seesaw or triangle and I would put the option box in there. Okay. LinkedIn, baby. Oh, yeah. Message me. I'll get you one. Message me here. Boom, baby. Even though I don't know when you're passing, it just says LinkedIn user, which is fucking hilarious. I'm getting.
Everybody, born to hand job, baby. Born to hand job, baby.
Boom, baby. I love it. The oldies. I'm not bad. See, Thursday night, sometimes I'm not far behind. Okay. And by the way, when Jeff comes back on Tuesday, he has like a list of study questions. He's going to ask you guys questions so we can get some shit. Okay. Fourth time. Look, here's the thing. One, if you have to wait 6 months, you got to wait 6 months. But here's the thing. So I had a guy, Steven. He was in my class. I worked with him one-on-one a little bit. He failed it 4 times first. He passed it on the 5th time yesterday or today. I can't remember if it was today. I think it was yesterday. And he said he was ready. He was ready. He got a 71 like 3 times in a row. But seriously, it's the thing. So you're moving up. So got 70 questions right. So you're still what? 18 away from passing. Okay. That's fine. You moved up a lot. So take a month off. Since you have to study for 6 months, since you can't study for 6 months, take 2 months off. Don't do anything. Just let your brain relax. Kind of just, enjoy your life a little bit. Enjoy the summer. Come Labor Day, right? Come Labor Day, then you focus on reading the book. Get a different vendor. If you're using Kaplan or Notman, go get STC or Achievable. Don't get Past Perfect, because I think they'll make it worse. I would say go with Achievable. I have a link for you if you want. You don't have to use it. I would say go just reread the book, go through Achievable, go through the stuff, go through STC, whatever it is. Start focusing. Don't worry about your exams yet. I mean, literally, if that means read the book twice without doing a single exam, do it. Although, if you do Achievable, just follow their program because they have a thing called spaced repetition. You read, you learn it again. So what happens is you get repeated like a couple days apart, so it helps, okay? So I would focus on take the summer off, Jeff, unless you failed it 4 months ago and you're coming in and you go hot. If you're coming in hot, like you want to take it in the next month, then let me know and we'll make up a different plan. But if you just failed it, take the fucking summer off, enjoy your life, go get tan, whatever it is, and then next and you come Labor Day, jump on here and we'll work on it. But your job is just switch vendors, maybe. Okay. LinkedIn, we'll get a hat. Okay. Oh, Kelly McKay. Boom. I love it. Baby, we're getting ready for the 65. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Again. Boom, baby. I love it. Okay. Here we go, Kelly. Hold on. Was Jan 1 a choice? When does the agent have to register? Oh, 11/1. It's 11/1. He has to register. You don't get to keep it, right? So you're hired by company on March 1st. You leave and start with company B on 11/1. Doesn't say they register, right? So you have to register November 1st. Now, if that's not there, then it's Jan 1. But you have to register November 1st or around then to start soliciting. because you have to register. You don't get to your registration doesn't carry forward. That's what they're trying to teach you, is that it doesn't football. But I hope that's what the answer was. Let me know if that helps you, Kelly. Okay. Yeah, they do. The books do a fucking job. Sam, I'm glad it helped. I'm telling you, it's so fucking easy. Remember, guys, there is a LinkedIn. Yeah, I saw your message. I'll get you a hat. Don't worry about that. Okay. I have somebody who can send it out to you. The books do a really bad job of explaining it, and they do like 107 to the third, and then it's like, wait, but the calculator doesn't do that. So fucking use your head. Know that you have to do the process. Remember, guys, you have to remember this. And Aaron Coleman gets mad at me all the time. The test is easy. It's not really easy, but there's always an easy path. Your job is to find it. I'm the laziest guy in the world, so that's what happens. I'm always trying to find the easiest path out, and that's what I'm saying. I'm a dumbass. I need it easy, so I do it that way. Okay. Oh, the jab, yes, that's Tuesdays. So Thursdays is NASAA. If you're still here, Tuesdays is SIN 7. Okay. So Thursdays is NASAA. I split it up. I used to have it together, and I had like 60, 70 people on the chat, but it's just like, then you're listening to NASA stuff and NASA, and you're sitting there waiting. You have to listen to the stupid shit. So I decided if I split them up into shit they want. So Tuesdays is SIE 7, 6, all this shit that you're not going to hear anything you don't need to know. And on NASA, we do NASA Net. So Jeb, hope you're still here. Okay. 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 Hold on, Chris. The brutal exams are good for the 65 and 66. They're not good for the 63 because I haven't taken that one in a while, so I can't make my own questions that look like the exam. I probably should. My licenses don't run out for another year because I'm doing this extended program. And maybe I can take it then and try to make something that looks like it, but you're going to be done by then, Chris. For this, the brutal exams for the 65 and 66 absolutely help for both of them. Okay. Even the guy, Barrett, who came out, not Barrett, Archie came on and he said it. I wonder if he's here. I don't know if he's here or not. I guess he didn't come on. He didn't want to come on and be celebrated. Okay. But yeah, if you go to my practice test, I have a couple. I think I have an Achievable and an STC exam I do on there, and you can go there. It helps. I may do the Achievable. Achievable has free ones. I talk to them. I may do their free ones just as a whim. Okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah. So listen, Jeff, just take the summer off. There's nothing you can do. You can't study for 6 months. You're going to go nuts. You're going to ruin your summer and not get anything out of it. So you're better off taking the whole summer off, and then start on like Labor Day. Just Labor Day. That's your target date. Enjoy the summer. Send pictures of your vacation. Enjoy it. And then your boss may not be happy, but there's not much. You can't do anything about it. You can't shorten it. Okay. So take the time off, and then September 1st start studying. And if they tell you have to study the whole 6 months, I don't know what to tell you other than maybe get a different job. Okay. Because I don't know if you can. It's super hard to do. I don't know if I know this shit and I get bored of it. Okay. Yeah, the dump sheet doesn't help that much. Okay. Can I give a quick review of the options? Call check. Matt, of course I can. Hold on. This would be good for the 65 and 66. Here we go. Let me get this right. Here we go. Okay. Can you all see that? So now, you hopefully can see this. This is good for you, Matt, right? Okay, here we go. And then, looks like I'm near the end, so I may be done, maybe. Okay. Now, buy a call. If you buy a call, you have the right to buy 100 shares of the strike. So if you buy a 50 call, you have to buy 100 shares at 50. You're bullish. If you do it by itself, it's for speculation. If you do it with a short position, it's protection. Max gain is unlimited. Max loss is premium. That's all it is. The other side of that option is the sell of a call. Remember, it's buying a call and buying a put are not two sides. It's buying a call and selling a call. Now, remember, if you buy the call, you're buying it from the seller of the call. So if you have the right to buy, they are obligated to sell. Okay, so they have to sell it. So selling a call, unlimited. So you have the obligation to sell the stock, the 100 shares. You're bearish because you want the stock to go down. So the buyer does not use it and it expires and they keep the money. Why do I do it? The only reason you buy an option The only reason you sell an option is for income. You're doing it to get the little bit of premium in your pocket, okay? You're looking to get the premium in your pocket. You hope it expires. Kind of like when Apple does Apple Care. You buy Apple Care. Why are they doing this? They're not doing it to make you feel good. They're doing it to take your $200 and they hope you never break your phone. Same idea. I'm selling the call to you. I'm hoping that you never use the call, so I give the premium. Okay. Max gain is the premium because that's the most you'll ever get, and the max loss is unlimited. The stock goes up. Down here, strike plus premium. That's your break even for buy a call or sell a call. Strike plus premium. Now, buying a put is just like buying a call, except for it's the right to sell versus the right to buy. Okay. So you have the right to sell 100 shares at the strike price. You're bearish because you have the right to sell it. You hope it goes down, and every point it goes down, you have a possibility of making more money. Now, what am I doing? Again, when I buy options by themselves, I'm doing it for speculation. If I buy it with a put, if I buy stock and buy a put, I'm buying it for protection. And remember, stock rules. Stock is king. Stock is everything. Okay. Whatever. If you buy stock and you do a sell a call or buy a put, still fucking bullish. Stock is king. Stock is everything. Okay. Max gain is a break-even point because the lowest it can go is to 0. So if you buy a 50 put at 4, even if it goes to 0, you make 50 minus 4, you make the 46, which is break-even point. BEP is break-even point. Your max loss, whenever you buy something, look at the both buys, the max loss is the premium. You can't lose more than the premium. On the buy call, unlimited gain. On the put, you can only make break-even point down to 0. Now, if you buy a put, you have the right to sell it. But who's going to buy it from you? Why, yes, the seller of the put is going to buy it from you. So if you buy a put, you have the right to sell it. If you sell a put, you're obligated to buy the stock when the buyer of the put tells you to. Because remember, again, you're selling this. You have an obligation to buy. You're bullish because you want it to go up. You want the buyer of the put to not exercise. You want the buyer of the put to not exercise. Now, remember, this is just basic shit that could be on the 65 or 66. Will not be on the 63, maybe more than one question. So I sell the call. Why do I do it? For income. I only do it for income. My max gain is the premium. The most you'll ever get is what I sold it for. And the max loss is the break even. If the stock goes to 0, I will have to buy. The buyer of the put's can exercise. I will have to buy the stock at the strike and then hopefully not, but I might have to sell it at 0. So I lose all that money minus the premium. Again, break even is strike plus premium, strike minus premium. When you buy a call, it's strike plus. When you or put, stop, scratch that, reverse it. If I buy a call, sell a call, it's strike plus premium. If I buy a call, put or sell a put, it's strike minus. So remember, call up, put down, baby. Call up, put down. Okay. Sounds like that's, I don't know if that's it. That all my questions? Not too shabby. Now, one quick thing. A couple of people have seen the SPAC on the test. Last week, somebody said it. My net class, somebody said it, and they passed it. They said they saw a SPAC. And one of the guys is giving a debrief on Sunday night. The guy who passed it after failing it 4 times, he knew his shit cold. He's coming on Sunday night in the group class to give a little idea, not questions because we didn't do that, but he's giving an idea of what he saw in the exam. Okay. Now, adding on to that, a SPAC is a special purpose acquisition vehicle company, right? So you invest in them through an IPO, you will give them the money, and they will hold on to it for up to 2 years. They have 2 years to find a company to invest in or to take over and bring public, okay? And then once they do that, then you start making money. You have that because you don't know what they're doing until then. You may have an idea of the industry, but you don't have an idea of the company. Now, here's the thing. So the money's sitting there. You have opportunity risk because remember, you may get your money back, but that part's guaranteed up to what they can handle. But you're earning basically treasuries on it because they put the money in a trust and it's invested in like treasuries, which is like money markets, very short-term stuff, just very liquid, no risk stuff. So your stuff's at risk. Okay. Any last questions? If not, I did some fucking damage here, baby. Okay. Any last minute questions before I head out? Jeff, you're going to take some time off, right? Chris, we're going to nail it this time, right? I'm going to see you on Tuesday morning. And I think, did I miss anything? Hoggins is good. Graham, I'll see you on Monday. And I think we did a good job. I think we're good. Okay. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so it's just Jennifer, it's just different. It's the same idea. It's just some people put calls on top and puts on bottom. You can do that. I like putting buys on top and puts on calls and sells on bottom. It's just me. It's all the same shit. Okay. No. You're good. It's just sometimes people, they like STC and Achievable. may put the calls on top and the puts on bottom, which I get. I put calls on left and puts on right. It's all the same stuff. Just match up the boxes. You're going to be fine. Okay. I think we did some damage. Any last minute questions? And in honor, but just keep, where is it? Where am I? No, what do I want? I love, where is it? Is this? No. What am I looking for, Ken? Okay, now I'll come back to that later. Oh.
In the law not right, I compel you to like and subscribe this video right.
So Abraham, I think I told you to, unless I didn't miss it. Hold on. Where is Abraham? Okay. Okay. So join the study group. Oh, where? I think you said something. Hold on. I know you said something. There it is. Okay. It's just okay. And you want to take the 66? Is that what you want to do? Okay. You bought the Kaplan package for this. So hold on. Oh, so hold on. What am I missing here? Hold on. Oh, you got 68 out of the 130. Okay. So that's fine. But that's fine. Read the book. Okay. Just read the book. Just sign sign it, right? Okay. There's nothing there. Sign up for the class. We meet on Mondays and Thursdays, and you get a study group. I would read the book if you can. I know it's a pain in the ass to read, but just read it straight through, cover to cover. Just increase your stuff, okay? Yes, I know it sucks. But Abraham, how about this? If you join the group, maybe I might be able to find an STC book for you. Maybe. Or someone in the group will, okay? I'm not saying we give it away, but I'm just saying there might be another book that you can borrow, okay? But start on the Kaplan book now. Just read it from the beginning, and then if you join the group, it's 60. It doesn't matter, 65 bucks. So just start reading now. And again, pretty much, even if you had the 66 book, it's almost the same stuff. We might have access to other books that you maybe take a look at and borrow the PDF and just read from that. But start on the 65. Just start from the page 1. Not really page 1 because that's intro. Just start and just read the book until we see. If you join, see you on Monday. If you're not going to join, which is fine, just read the book straight through. That's your best bet. I'm not saying don't buy any more stuff. You don't have to do it. I think that's your best bet. Reading is the key, my man. Especially if you got that, you weren't. I mean, you need to bump that up, but we can get you through it. Okay. I think what'd you say? You got a 73 out of it. Oh, I forgot what you said. Hold on. Where are you? 68. So you still need 22 questions, right? So you really do need to read the book. Okay. Join. And the thing is, the best part is you'll meet other people in the group, and they meet like 3 times a week, and they do shit. So it's pretty fun. Okay. I think we did some damage. Marvin, meaning what? Like safe harbor for soft dollar? I can do that. So safe harbor for the 65, 66 would be about soft dollar. So what is soft dollar? So soft dollar is, remember, so advisors can get paid for advice. Broker-dealers can't. Broker-dealers can only be paid. No worries, Matt. Broker-dealers can only be paid for doing transactions. So if I want to get paid for more things, I really can't as a broker-dealer. However, I can provide the advisor. Now, remember, if I do this, the advisor has to decide, has to make a determination. Is the extra fee worth? Is the extra fee worth they're getting? Okay. Oh, that's fine. Just read okay. Hold on. Chris, do it. Okay, now put it in here if you can. If you're doing this 63, just do the regs section of the 65 book. That's the best bet. Okay, now back to you. So safe harbor. My ADD kicks in. I can't look at that. So soft dollar is I'm going to provide a service for the IA. The IA has to make sure it benefits the client and it's worth the extra cost. So what I'm going to do is, as a broker dealer, I can literally charge you soft dollars for anything, but I can get in trouble if it's not one of these 3 things. I could get in trouble. So soft dollar is this. If I know, so Marvin, if I'm a broker dealer, I normally charge you a penny a share. So every time you do a trade, I charge you a penny. But I want to offer a service. So I'm going to say, I'm going to give you research. Write this down. These are the safe harbors. Okay. Now, research, software to help you manage to invest in stuff, or seminars that help you invest. Okay. Research, software, seminars, not hardware, not the travel, not the food, just the seminar ticket or conferences, the software to invest, to help you invest, to help your customers invest, you invest for your customers, or research for your customers. Okay. I can pay for that. And what I can do is say, oh, the service I provided for you was worth 20 grand. I say you owe me 20 grand, but you can't pay me that way because I'm a broker dealer. So I will jack your commission up to 2 cents a share. Okay. I'll jack your commission up to 2 cents a share. And then as you do trades with me, you pay me a commission. 1 penny goes toward my pocket. The other penny goes to pay me back for the soft dollar stuff. The safe harbor allows me to do it for those things. Yes, there are places that would give you rent. They'll let you do stuff for like rent. It's a gray area. You could get in trouble for that, depending how it is. So in reality, the soft dollar safe harbor is saying if you do these 3 things and you document the shit out of it, you're not going to get in trouble. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Oh my God. Got it. Oh, so so now you're just taking the 63 now? Abram, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Did you lose it? Okay, I got it. 63. Now I get it. Now I see that. I helped you with the 63. So now we just got to get the 65. Whatever it is, read the book. If it's just the 63 you need, just read the registration part. If you need everything, just reread the book from cover to cover. And then on Monday, you might have access to a different one. Okay. Now, glad that helped, Marvin. Now, it's an institution. Okay. It depends. Let's go through it. Obviously they're federally covered because they're assets. Okay. Are they if they're just consulting, then they would probably have to register anyway because it's a pension. They can register with the SEC or the state. So let's say they register with the SEC. Okay. Let's say they register with the SEC. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, there's more. Okay. But it's not the government. That's the thing. It's not a government security. They have to so that's the answer. That's why it helps me. So I don't see. Oh, there's the rest of them. Okay. That's an interesting one. I don't hate that. Okay. I don't hate that question. Okay. I hate it a little bit. Now, let's see what we got. Firm in DC may choose. Okay, so here's the thing. So the question is, are they a consultant? Okay, so if they're a consultant, okay, if they're a consultant, then they can either register SEC or state, and I think that's going to be the answer. I think usually that's a consultant. Okay, now. Must register with the SEC. I think I'm going to go with virtuous. Hold on. I'm going to go. Then they can register either. So that's easy. If they're consultants, it's A. So if they were, as it was a client, it's must register with the SEC. If you're a pension consultant for a pension plan for more than 200 million, you get to choose SEC or state. I needed to know that they're a consultant because they're not with the government. It's definitely not the government. So this question is, since you're a consultant, it's more than 200 million, you get to choose SEC or state. So the answer is A. Good. Oh, yeah, baby. I love that. Now, in honor, I want to get this right here. Hold on. See if I have it. Okay. In honor of, hold on, let me get this in here. Boom. Yeah, I'm telling you, my virtuous, I love you, baby. Okay. Give me what you got, baby. No, don't give me questions, but is there anything on there that surprised you? You can give me an idea of like the topics, but don't give me questions, obviously. Did anything surprise you? But listen, in honor of one of the village people that did go up to the great village in the sky, we're going to do a couple of these. Here we go.
Tell the seven seas. It's the Navy. Yes, you can put your mind at ease. It's the Navy. Come on, people, and take a stand. It's the Navy. Macho man. Got to be a macho man. Got to be a macho man. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the
Boom, baby. That's awesome. Oh, I gotcha. Now I gotcha. I never know about the thing. That's outstanding. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, right? They feel like they feel like it's like you feel like there's no right answers. And that's why some people feel comfortable when they shouldn't. I've had a lot of people come to me after the 65 and 66 when they fail. They need tutoring then. And they go, I felt like I passed. It's amazing how this test does that to you. Okay. Boom. Equity index annuities. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Equity and annuities. Remember, they have a floor. Remember, equity and annuities, they have a floor and a ceiling. Okay. They have a floor and a ceiling, and they have a participation rate so that you can't lose money. You can't make over a certain amount, and you don't get the whole index. So it's attached to an index, but you might only get your return may only be like 80% of it. And it's not a security. Good. Okay. Did you see a lot? So it's going to be a delay, but did you see a lot of math? I'd love you to come into my class on Monday. Maybe I'll let you in and maybe you do that. One last thing, but any surprise? What you're saying? Not a lot, right? So any math? That's what everyone's worried about. Was there any math on the test? I always say no, but I want to make sure. If there was math, was it hard? How were the registration questions? Did you see anything with the QDRO, QDA, stuff like that? Okay. Oh, yeah, point to point, right? Okay. So they're going to ask a question on how they measure it and point to point, okay? Yeah, so email me and I'll give you the link, and it's 6 p.m. on Monday. I'd love if you came on because I got, yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, Monday. Definitely come on Monday. Okay. At 6 p.m. Just email me and I'll let you, and I'll give you the link and stuff. That'd be amazing if you can come in there. Okay. The office is no QDR. Okay. 2-1 advertising. That's fair. Okay. Yeah. So if you join, if you go to the membership, I should do that. Hold on. Let me help you out here. Here we go. Hold on. Where the fuck are you? There we go. Where's my links, people? Okay, here we go. Here's a link to join if you want to join. And just do it. Just make sure you do. If you're doing it for the 65, 66, make sure you do it before 5 p.m. Eastern on Monday, because after that, you won't get the link. And if you do join and you want to join the study group, it's Mondays and Thursdays, $34 for Mondays, $49 for Mondays and Thursdays. A month, not per class. I promise you, it's fucking cheap as hell. The Zoom, make sure if you do it, turn on notifications so that when I send it out, you fucking see the link. So many people text me at like 6:15, go, I didn't see the link. Yeah, fucking look. And if you don't see, also, when you sign up on a laptop, so Apple doesn't add 30%. Apple adds 30% to the cost. Don't do that. Sign up on a laptop or desktop. Pay the right amount. Don't pay an extra. Because I mean, look, if it's 49 and they add 30%, that's $65. Why spend that? Save your fucking money. You can buy flashcards or something with that $15. But make sure you sign up on the same account you're getting alerts on. So many people go, oh, I signed up, I don't see them. And they're wrong, and they're on the wrong YouTube account. People have more than one YouTube. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, I'll let you in. I just got to get to it because me and the other moderators maybe let you in at some point. Okay. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Okay. Oh, here we go. I see you. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. You're in. Mortuary science. That's interesting. That's morbid. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. That's on my brutal right now. It's amazing. I'm telling you guys, if you're taking the 65 or 66, if you're taking the 65 or 66, you need to watch the brutal exams. One, you'll get the silent. Two, you might get a couple questions that you might see some version of the real exam. I'm not saying they're real questions, but they're probably. Yeah, I 100%. The 66, 100%. 100%. The 66 might be the hardest of them all. Now, what's interesting, I say that because the 66 I can do, but it's the one I don't like, right? Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, now you don't want anyone to know. So the thing is, it's a tough test, right? And what happens is some people do really well on the 7 and struggle with the 66. Some people, like Mike LaRosa, he failed the 7 3 times. 3 times. And then he passed the 66 the first time and then passed the 7 and then the 24. It's amazing. He went from like a down here, then we worked with him, we fixed it, okay? But again, okay. Oh, got it. I got it, Matt. That's funny, okay. You heard what I mentioned. That's funny, okay. Yes, it's first. Isn't that funny, right? Because here's why. That could absolutely be a thing, okay? Oh, it's Ben Pye. Hold on a second. So I'm telling you right now, that happens to people because and I don't know if this is for you. If you're coming in and you're brand new, you're learning a new language. So the essay is hard because you're learning a new language. And then the 7 is kind of, you've been ramped up and you're going already. So that helps too. So you're doing the 66 tomorrow. You missed by 1 last time, which is the worst score ever. Make sure here's the thing. If you haven't watched my crash course yet, do it. If you have time to watch my brutal exam, do that. Okay. Ben Pett, yeah, 100%. Take your time. You're going to get this. Now, and as long as you've read the book and you understand this stuff, also do a quick review. If you can't watch my videos, do a quick review of trust and estates, of trust and joint accounts. Virtuous, did you see any trust and joint account questions? I always tell people to do that, and I feel it's a big deal. The math is easy on the 66. I think that the trust and joint account stuff, it's surprisingly a lot. Not like a crazy amount, but it's on there more than you think. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. The guessing part. Remember, sometimes you feel like you're guessing, but they're educated guesses, so they're real, okay? And Ben Pye, tell me, you got to tell me you're going to pass. I need to see I'm going to pass tomorrow. You need to see it. I got to see that, baby. I got to see it, baby. Where am I? I don't have a good one for this one. But let's do this one. How about another one? This is the weird one.
I'm gonna beat the test. I'm gonna take it like a savage.
The guy's very weird. Okay. See? I'm telling you, it's on there, baby. There we go. Fucking A. I'm telling you, joint accounts is all over that fucking test. All over the motherfucking test. Joint accounts and estates and trusts, not like it's old test, but it's enough to get you over the top. Okay. Oh, there you go. I like it. That's good stuff. These are good stuff. Google that shit. So take lump sums, or I guess you can annuitize. That's interesting. Maybe you can annuitize it. Maybe you can borrow it. Maybe you don't need a lump sum. That's an interesting question. That is a really interesting question. Okay, here we go. Okay. Boom. But remember, sleep is important. It depends where you are. I'd rather Ben Pye. I would rather you go to bed early and do it in the morning, depending when your test is, right? Okay. I mean, yes, if you're in the West Coast, who cares? It's fucking 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's not that late. Okay. Boom. I love it. Keep at them, baby. Okay. Oh, I guess you can get periodic. So you can do a lump sum or get paid. I guess you can get periodic payments. That's interesting. Okay. But that's life insurance. I guess you can get period payments. It's weird. I guess you can. I never knew that. Okay. Okay, Jenny, stay on there for 1 second. Okay. Oh, Ben Pye, I love it. That's awesome. Okay. And I say I can't live out there because if you can't tell, you have a feeling which way I lean politically, so I could never go into the fucking cities. I like everyone, but I think they would fucking tar and feather me. Okay. Rich family suitability question. Your main concern is probably fucking taxes. Oh, yeah, taxes, baby. Rich people are afraid of taxes. That's what I tell everyone. And you know that. I'm just kidding. No, this is fucking outstanding. Just, no, I love it. I love you too, baby. So just go, shoot me an email at KenFinninch I'll send you over the link, okay? Actually, no, whatever. Okay. You do that. How should I approach starting? Okay, you missed it by 1. Okay, Jenny, I am sorry that you missed by 1. I'm really sorry that you missed by 1. It does suck. It really does suck when that happens. Okay, but wait, you know what I say when you miss by 1?
Serious, man. You cannot be serious. Serious, man. You cannot be.
It's sad. Okay, so what you have to do is, first of all, take a day off. And so you have 3 weeks. You have it. So hopefully you've reread the book. If you haven't read the book, reread it. Don't act like you missed by 1. I swear to God, it'll be the death of you. Do not. Everyone pay attention to what Virtue is saying. Everyone who's taking the 65 or 66, you need to scroll through what they're saying, okay? You need to know through they. What the fuck am I saying? Zize. They're saying, okay. Got it. I see you. I'll send it to you. Boom. Love it. Okay. Now, if you haven't already, spend a couple days reading the book. Do not act like you missed by 1. Act like you missed by 30, okay? That's your best bet, okay? I swear to God, that's good. Is you read the book first, then start doing chat. Act like you're brand new. And hopefully you've reread the book since. Act like you're brand new. Just read the book. Don't even take notes. Just read. Watch my fucking videos. Do my brutal exams, even though it says 65, 66. It's for both. I promise you it'll help, okay? Yes, boom. Yes, I'm telling you, this is the big thing. Tell yourself you're going to pass. You need to say that over and over and over again. You need to keep saying, I'm going to pass all the time. Always, 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 always.
Yo, pencil like a mic, got my mind in drive. I'ma take this test like a savage live. Pages flip when I spit.
Boom. Like a savage, baby. You got to take it like a savage. Okay. I think the Power Hour helps a lot. Also, anyone taking it, watch the Power Hour. It's a lot of good stuff. Okay. Okay. Low key, baby. Okay. Low key. Let's go August 10th. We got a month, baby. Hopefully you're reading. Don't force the finals yet. Even if you've read the book, go back to it again. You got so much time, especially if you can study for a couple hours a day. Unless you just started, then read the book first. You want to give yourself to like July 15th, 14th, 15th of reading, maybe the 20th, and then do chapter quizzes, and then for the last 12 days or so, banging out finals every fucking day. One a day, and remember, reviewing every single question, every single fucking one. Every single one, okay? Every single one. That means the right ones and the wrong ones. Because the right ones, you want to get them, you want to make sure you got them right for the right reason. Okay, hold on. Okay. Big this one, remember this. Yeah, I'm telling you, the math is easy. Okay. Yeah, that's true. A lot of mutual funds and munis and options. A lot of mutual funds, annuities, options. I'm not saying that's everything, but that will make you feel really good if you do that. Okay. Yeah, it's tough when you get one shot, right? But you fucking did it, baby. That's, by the way, passing on the first shot is not fucking easy. Okay. Look at that. Use the entire 2.5 hours. Okay. Okay. Chris, I'll see you on Tuesday morning, baby. I got one more person to do. Then I got to go. I got to get out of here. Okay. Okay. So if you just go to 63, you're far enough away that you need to focus on everything. So listen to me. If you just failed a little bit ago, and you might have said it, I would make sure that I've read the book again and do the achievable book. Don't just focus on the weak. Because here's what happens. If you focus on the weak shit, that'll go up and your strong shit will drop and you go, how did I fucking miss again? You need to bring everything up Remember, you need to bring everything up 15%. Everything has to be about 15%. There's no joke. Okay. Okie doke. I think, again, when somebody's rich, they always worry about taxes. Rich people hate taxes. Okay. Oh. So it could be holding period. It wouldn't be holding period return. They probably have to show the net returns over 1, 5, and 10 years. 1, 3, and 5, 1, 5, and 10, whatever the fucking dates are. But no, I had one where it said, and it was every year, and it's not every year. It's specific things, like 1, 5, and lifetime or something like that. Okay. I'm not a date guy. As I said, I love history, but I hate dates. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, you're in there for 2.5 hours. Like, look, when people take the 7, I usually get good, like when they come out and they go, oh, I saw this and this, and it's not questions, but ideas, right? The 65, 66, they come out and go, I don't fucking remember a thing. It's crazy how they don't remember anything. Okay. Let me jump off. I got to go. We did a lot of damage today. I never know where I'm going to be, but I love the energy here. I love the fucking energy. And chat, you brought it back. I was about to shut down and we brought it back for another 15 minutes. Out of fucking standing. Okay. Okay, J.S. Brown. Oh, that's awesome. So, well, here's the thing. If your company will sponsor you, then do the 7. It's a natural 7 to 66 is a natural progression. Okay, the 7 and the 66 is a natural progression. Okay, yeah, Shai, keep writing these things down. I'll try to remember them, but these would be great to bring up on Monday. I would take the 7 first because it leads into the 66. You can do the 66 first because you can self-sponsor if your firm won't. But the problem is some of the stuff they're kind of expecting, like some of the option stuff they're expecting you to know already. So it's kind of like you have to like know it for the 7 and then drop it down for the 66. Okay. Courtney, thank you. Oh, yeah. JS, get the fucking 7 first. Bang that out. And get Achievable or STC. Those are the best ones. Or if you guys just need questions, go to my front page. There's a link. There's a thing you can tap on the links. Check out. I have links for Achievable, STC, and Securities Institute of America, where you can get thousands. Securities Institute, you can get thousands of questions, and they're fucking hard. Oh, I would buy a call. I mean, you got to, even a forward purchase, you have to have some money. Okay. That's funny. Exactly. That's funny. Want me to leave that off, but yeah, that's funny. Okay. I am gonna head out of here now. So, Courtney, let's go, baby. We're gonna get this right. Okay. Shy, I got your email in front of me. I'll shoot you the link. Okay. Everyone, this was a good one. I like the energy today. I felt good. Felt happy. I felt a very positive energy. Very goose fraba. Okay, everyone. I am gonna head out of here. Good stuff. I love talking to you guys. JS, go bang out that 7. Get on it. Courtney, we're going to see you. Ben Pie, we're going to nail this thing tomorrow. You're going to come on next Tuesday and go, I passed this motherfucker. And we're going to play the song of your choice, baby. Okay, everyone, you all have a good night. I will see you guys in 1 week minus an hour. Love it, guys. Oh, happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Stay away from the fireworks. I want to make sure everyone has 10 fingers left. I was going to say something dirty, but I won't. Just leave it that way. And I will see you guys on next Thursday. All 10 fingers, baby. Keep that wife happy. See you later.